Alright. Hey, baby. Okay, so, one, I am way too sober. See, I am able to listen to God better when I am not so stuck in my head. I said it was easier. I didn't say it all went away. Oh, I suddenly feel like I'm gonna puke. Wow. I'm That, with my lover and I, that's actually become. He's never said the O word. He's the only person. The only. And I've even had a general grab my knee in the back of a limo, and that was long before I put on a uniform. There is one person to whom I answer. Well, notice I said one person. God is so much more than a person. We've been so small-minded in trying to put something so immense as God on a one-dimensional understanding. When we are creatures that live, we're not 1D, and yet we only think of our behavior in one-dimensional level if we're lucky. If we are lucky, somebody will think about the other point of view, the other side of the situation. But realistically, there are a lot more variations of personal opinion than two. And welcome to the election! I remember what the whole point of was when I sat down. And now that it's packed, give me a second. Listen, we've already established I don't watch TV. Well, I mean, like Netflix and Hulu and stuff. And yes, feel free. I will start name brand dropping sponsorship like fucking anything because I am literally putting myself out front to brand and market the veterans as an experience. You know, if we are trauma gurus, and I'm about to teach them how to flip the ladder. Anyway, even the most fucked up vet of us there is, and trust me, I died at the hands of one, but even the most fucked up veterans there is, I would take them any day over a civilian because even the most fucked up has a lot to teach a civilian. That is why I take zero shit off a civilian. Thank you, Brian. One, may I point out, from what has been impossible for me to avoid about the election, well, let's just get to the point. All of it disgusts me. All of it makes me resent the fact that I am a modern day American. I am proud of this country and I bleed green in all the values that we have espoused. But we failed to live up to them somewhere along the way. And it must have been a long time ago because we're failing pretty fucking bad. Every one of us that took an oath swore to defend this nation against enemies foreign and domestic. Happy hunting. Now remember, special ops, influence, no shots fired. That means speak up, speak out, and be heard. Because guess what? Power to the people, power to the common people, power to the masses, power to the good people. There's more of us than there are of them. All we've got to do is be empowered and take orders from the tower. You know, and right now I'm the voice on comms. Don't shoot the messenger, right? You know, or hey, this is the great logical paradox of it. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to my words. Listen to yourself. What resonates within you? Hey, I very well may be crazy. I quite possibly have... Dude, I'm missing chunks of my brain. God only knows what that's done to me, because we know absolutely nothing. We know more about astronomy than we do about the brain of the oceans. Yeah. You know what? You're right. I probably could be all of those things that you're thinking about me, and probably many of you are saying. But guess what? That doesn't make me wrong. Listen. Don't judge. Listen. And the beautiful thing is that the message by nature is so polarizing that the people with a heart to hear will be jerked to attention. And those that are too broken to listen, good luck. We're here when you can hear us. And the thing is that I've actually, God has empowered me. God has instructed me to utilize to create the world's first corporation. You know what? It takes every man to carry the mission. And yeah, I may be short, but I still fucking tried on Log PT, man. Anyway. It's not how tall you are. It's not what's between your legs. It's not who you fuck. It's not the color of your skin. It's if the log got there or not. And it's how hard you tried. Because if you weren't doing your best, you were causing your brothers extra shit. And if you were doing your best, then nobody could question you. Because you know you did your best. I have been broken time and again. But I did my best. I have lived the fucked up life that I have, and I have zero regrets. Because I have always done my best. Apparently even to the point of willing to die for it. How's that for putting money where your mouth is? I need to calm down now. Election. That's right. Wow, this is actually important enough for me to follow even with my ADD brain. Wow. Okay, the election. It's polarizing. Polarizing is bullshit. Polarizing is always going to be the wrong answer. Polarizing is getting further out on the seesaw instead of finding balance. What the fuck is wrong with you? Mobius strip. One side, one issue. Logical paradox. Right. There's a million ways to fuck something up, and there's one way to do it right. And that's balance. That's cooperation. That's peace. That's nature. That's every fucking thing around us that we know. I'm just the shot in the ass, the slap to the face saying, fucking listen. Okay, this is the deal. Cult of personality. Lenin, Hitler, the Kims. Okay? Cult of personality. we have allowed the polarization of politics to become competing cults of personality, pulling us further and further away from right. And we all know it. The masses know it. But the thing is, Nixon called them the silent majority. The thing is, we haven't been given a voice. I voted for Nader one election. And it's not because I wanted Nader to win. It's because I wanted to take a stand saying I don't like them. It was a deliberate throwaway vote. And I think if America understood the impact of such things, that we are dying, that America itself is slowly dying and doesn't have much left, because we're dying pretty quick. I believe the American people would speak up. And so what I've done is I've created polarizing symbols of the people to replace the cult of personality. I want to, dark horse, left field, fuck with the elections that make me ashamed to be American. Fight Club, Tyler Durden. I want a write-in ballot cast for Tyler Durden. If you believe, fuck them both. Make them work together. Make them work together, because if they can't cooperate and we can't get left and right to work together, how the fuck can they represent us? Okay, so sorry, that's Tyler Durden. And then there's Tyler Durden's sister, Karma Durden. And a write-in ballot for Karma Durden would simply mean, no, try again, not it. Now, the follow-on question would be, all right, so if Tyler Durden wins the write-in ballot election, right? Well, then they gotta fucking work together. Hey, so social experiment, right? It's gotta be better than the fucking alternative. But then what if Karma Durden wins? And it's like, no, Karma Durden wins. And it's like, no, try again. Well, stability is better than instability. Then if Karma Durden wins, then whoever's in office runs whatever in office as not as the continuing president, but as the former president that is, well, it's a threesome. Consider the two being trained. Consider a right seat rider. Consider the incumbent president, I do believe the word is, consider the previous to be training his replacements for a year. And then in a year, we will reassess. Okay, so if Tyler Durden wins outright, it's fuck you, hard road, go. Work together. If Karma Durden wins, then we have a year of the former president training both of them as new presidents, so the three of them have an opportunity to transition out of and into together, so that the two of them they are empowered to succeed. And America's evolving direct democracy, because you know what, when we came up with the House of Representatives, the Congress, the Senate, all that kind of stuff, we are technologically evolving much faster than our behavior and our psychology. We are not a democracy. Currently, we are a republic. And yet we have the technology for direct democracy. We have the capabilities. You know, and this is way worse than a hanging Chad, y'all. And then everybody's gonna go, oh my God! Well, look at the fuck. We don't do paper ballots and shit anymore. And you know what? I've been on the other side. It's called biometrics. And you know what? If you don't got a solution, find one. But American principles, upholding what our founding fathers, commanders' intent was for a democracy, even if we have borrowed that name liberally. We now have the technology for direct democracy, and I see that as a much better path than polarization. And you know what? Make the two fucking work together anyway. It is time America learned what all the other much older societies and cultures have learned, that we gotta get our fucking shit together. Because as a veteran, I hide in my house to get away from American culture.